What's up, folks? Welcome to Code Talk, and I'm your host, Victor Vincian. And here got my books. Here's the code, the Business of Me. Check them out on Amazon. I left my links in the chat, in the caption, and I'm waiting on my counterpart in crime, none other than Mr. Andrew Davis. He'll be here shortly. But in the meantime, we're gonna get caught up on what we missed last week, some of the things that we've been seeing that make sense, and things that do not make sense. Um, One of the things from like last week that I wanted to go back to is submersible, because they actually found pieces of it, and they were talking about it today. And I'm gonna find a video or two in the meantime while we catch up. But like, welcome everybody to Code Talk, the accountable masculinity platform, where we talk about things that um, that revolve around what it's like to be an accountable man, and also discuss them in great detail and interest. Hey, shout out to everybody that follows my social media. If you guys that are following on YouTube, go ahead and click the like button, like and subscribe, repost this, and you know, share the content. Share the content. Let me look up this video real quick, because what I was seeing on there, they was pulling the wreckage out, and it just didn't make sense yet again. So hang on, cue up this video. We're gonna watch. Here we go. This is the video I saw earlier, and let me go ahead and share this screen real quick. Here we go.
In an official statement saying they have recovered what they describe as human remains from that Titan mini-sub wreckage. Medical experts are set to conduct an analysis in the next few days. It comes as we're getting the first look at some of the pieces from that catastrophic implosion. Look at this. You can see it here. Pieces of steel, chunks of metal, what looks like electrical wires being lifted off this ship at a Canadian Coast Guard pier up in St. John's. These pieces were found by an ROV, a remote operated vehicle. It's been on the ocean floor looking for any wreckage like this. Investigators hope this will provide some clues as to what happened before this sub imploded, killing, of course, all 5 people who were on board. Ron Allen is joining us now. Ron, what else are we hearing from the Coast Guard tonight?
Well, it's surprising that they're saying that there are these presumed human remains that were found along with the other debris there on the ocean floor. Back last week when this was all happening, they described this catastrophic implosion as so violent at such depths that it was unlikely that there would be anything recovered, let alone any sign of human remains of the 5 who perished in this accident. So that's really startling that they have announced this just a few moments ago. So that, along with the other debris here that's been pulled up by the salvage company, is headed to investigators as they try to figure out what caused this to happen. As you know, there was a lot of speculation, a lot of criticism of the company, OceanGate, the CEO, Stockton Rush, the pilot, who also died on this voyage on the submersible, because this craft had not been independently certified, safety certified by any of the maritime agencies that do that sort of thing. It wasn't required to, as it was operating out in international waters. But there was some criticism from within and outside of the company suggesting that it wasn't, that the vessel shouldn't be operating at those depths, some 2.5 miles down, to see the Titanic wreckage with passengers aboard, that it wasn't safe. And then we had this catastrophic accident last week. So more for the investigators to look at. The U.S. Coast Guard is leading the investigation. They've convened what's called a Marine Board of Investigation, which is the highest level of investigation that the Coast Guard can organize. It's a multinational effort. The Canadians, the French, the British are all involved in this because they had nationals aboard the submersible, or because they are involved in this rescue and search and recovery operation as it evolved into over the past number of days. The salvage company says that its operations out there to bring back more debris have ended. So they apparently have what they're going to have, and they're going to try and start piecing this together to see what happened. It's not just about the cause. They're trying to determine if there should be more regulations regarding these submersibles, which are largely unregulated, particularly when they operate so far out in international waters. And again, a lot of criticism of the company, OceanGate, the CEO, the pilot, the material that this craft was made out of, which is not typical. It was carbon fiber, not steel and titanium. So again, a lot of questions, and this big development today that there are, in fact, apparently human remains that have been recovered as well. Very unlikely.
Hold up. They made this out of carbon fiber? Let me unmute you.
Yeah, unmute myself.
Yeah, go.
That's what the guy told you. He said he cut mad corners when he did it. He said, because I did it my way. Like that's what he was presuming is hate, was just people saying, hey, this is not how you should go about this, right? And when we start talking about the amount of water pressure that it takes to turn something into a Dr. Pepper can, you can't cut corners on that type of you can't cut corners when it come to that. You can't go to the outlet to get that part. You need to go to the dealership to get that. Because like, and I'm telling you, if you just go back to that video we watched last week, and it shows where they close, when they closing the people in there, how they close it. That was enough for me. Like, you just push the door closed and you spin a washer and a lug nut like you putting on a tire. And y'all thought that was going all the way to the bottom. And from what they saying, it made it a couple times. So what it sounds like the problem is, it's just not built for more than however many trips, right? And you know, when we talk about trying to, it's science, right? So trial and error is a part of science. Sometimes doing trial and error, you get smashed to smithereens. That's a part of it. So if they really, now at this point, we done had our jokes, we done all called it crazy. But if they want to double down on it, they should make it right? Like whoever is left in charge of this experiment, this is information from the experiment. Now go make one that's real.
Yeah, I get about. I get that. You know,
and from what I've seen, a lot of those submarine type things are controlled with the Logitech. That still don't make me feel no better.
It don't make me feel no better. Like it's not reassuring.
That's how y'all was doing it. Like we killed them for that. That was just funny because I never plan on being inside of something that's just you, and you just not dropping me nowhere.
No.
Like, yeah, just drop this right here, and we'll be back at 6 o'clock to pick y'all up. It's about an 8-hour trip, right? Yeah, we'll be back at 6 to pick y'all up. And but no, I guess the good thing about it is, like, you know what I'm saying? Now we just left with the mystery. So we want to know what the people knew inside, right? But if this implosion thing happens like they say, they didn't know shit. They didn't know shit.
No.
Like, they was chilling one day, and you know what I'm saying? Somebody might have been having the thought, like, hey, this ain't that bad. I was a little scared to get on here, but this ain't bad. And then the lights go out.
Yeah, hey, Chloe just popped up like some off Fraggle Rock. You know what I'm saying?
She had been on the floor the whole time.
Yeah,
but I wasn't paying her no attention. So he's like, "No, I'm gonna get you. You gonna acknowledge me."
Yeah, bruh. Like carbon fiber. I didn't know that part.
That makes no sense.
You can't use Lambo parts.
Some stuff you can't cut corners on, and I just think as a whole we should leave the bottom of the sea alone. We don't belong down there. We just don't belong there. Some places, and that's just man. Like we think we conquered this. Like this, you can't conquer nothing that was here before you.
You can't. All you can do is discover it the hard way.
Yeah, and then it's okay to turn to the ocean floor page of the science book and just put a big black X through it. Yeah. It's okay.
This page left blank intention.
Yeah, don't fuck with this. Just put a picture of the Titanic sunk 2 ships. Like that's never like where did that happen in history, right? So earlier today, I was flipping through TikTok and I saw this video of this guy saying that the Titanic wasn't really the Titanic.
What do you mean? Like, come on, man.
No, I'm smoking, so go with me. But I did see this video, right? I did see this video this morning.
All right.
The dude was saying that J.P. Morgan owned the Titanic.
Yeah.
J.P. Morgan also owned another boat called the Olympic. So the Olympic was the older boat, like the Titanic, like they say in the movie, was the brand new state-of-the-art shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said the dude flipped the names, right? Because he was ready to get from under the Olympic, right? That's why he went and bought the Titanic. So, you know, insurance policy is the oldest, you know what I'm saying? So if I sink the boat, I get the insurance policy.
Right. Yeah.
So he knew that the Olympic, which was really what they called the Titanic, he knew it only had so many voyages before it was just going to sink, right?
Right.
And I can collect the insurance money. Cool. Kill a bunch of people. But hey, like, this is how we built this country, right? So a few hours before the Titanic was supposed to take off, JP Morgan was supposed to be on it. He was like, nah, I can't make it. Y'all go ahead, right?
Yeah. What kind of excuse he had back then?
Well, I don't know, right? But I'm finna take you on the trip. Now, I had to research a lot of it. I was trying to piece a lot of it together. It sounded wild when I was watching.
Yeah.
So JP Morgan don't get on. Guess who else is on the boat?
Everybody that spent money with him.
All of his business associates are on the Titanic.
Yeah.
Right? Don't this sound like billions?
Yeah, it does.
Right?
Yeah,
All of his business associates are on the boat. The boat go down. And JP Morgan. Now, the part that got me is JP Morgan still JP Morgan after all this time. So that kind of gave, I was like, well, maybe, you know what I'm saying? So what he did was he slapped Titanic on the Olympic. It sunk. So it's really the Olympic that's down there at the bottom. And the Titanic was the new boat that just operated as the Olympic all that time. That's what the video said. So I got into Google because I don't got a library.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. JP Morgan did own the Titanic. And he owned a boat called the Olympic, right? I saw a few articles about that story, but of course you can't confirm it because it's so old ago. But yeah, I just thought that was wild. Like he just sank the Olympic.
Yeah, the way that the information
right for the insurance money.
You can't overlook it. You know what I'm saying? Because people commit insurance fraud all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Wouldn't it make sense that JP Morgan pulled off the first insurance fraud?
Who benefits the most by sinking the boat? That's the question right there.
Yep.
And if that question's, if you start there, you'll get a lot of your answers the way that they'll line up the way it makes sense. Let me say it that way. Now, whether or not you can prove it is relative to what, you know what I'm saying, how deep in the game you're willing to go to
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, everybody that was in on that long did.
Because, like, here's the thing, man. Most people that's watching this have committed some sort of fraud or know someone that did. That time that you bought the outfit for the weekend, you know what I'm saying, and took it back. If you didn't do it, you know somebody that did. You know what I'm saying?
No, the time you called and ordered them shoes, they took too long to get here. You called your bank and canceled them, and then the next day the shoes came. You ain't called nobody back and say I got them shoes.
My bad.
You ordered another pair of shoes.
But these dudes throwing away people and boats, you know what I'm saying, for insurance fraud.
But ain't that the American way? Like that story sounds like some shit a JP Morgan would do. Like JP Morgan would be okay with that.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of slick if you just swap the names and collected the insurance money. So you've been having us talking about the Titanic all this time. And you was like, nah, that was really the Olympic Titanic in the driveway.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was a crazy story. So that video you was showing when I first logged on.
Yeah.
That was them finding pieces.
Yes.
And I saw something about human remains.
Yeah, they said that the Coast Guard is in possession of what's believed to be human remains.
Now you keep those. Cause you ain't got nothing but some.
It's stew.
See,
here we go again. Yeah.
You ain't got nothing but an 8-piece. You got some mixed up arms and some legs. No, dog, keep that. Ain't nobody trying to. No, ain't nobody trying to cycle through that. No.
You said they got an 8-piece?
Bunch of arms and legs, man.
Oh man, look, we are not we are not clowning. Okay, we just
Yeah,
try to make sense out of it. It's just
because it's so many questions. Like, I think we might get some good discovery out of this, right?
yeah,
As far like we might get some good discovery as far as science, or we might just discover how stupid rich people are. Like that
Yep.
might be the one we the one that really get me is the 19-year-old, because in that he the only one that ain't got no control, right?
yeah, and because he said he was. The rumor is it that he was on there to try to impress his dad. His dad had kind
He
of
wasn't gonna not go with his pop. He wasn't gonna not do it. Because you know how they work, you the heir to the throne type thing. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be me.
Mm-hmm. Man, that is what's going on, Ava? Yo, so the next thing I'm gonna bring up is we're gonna move on, man. Like I want to talk about the Croatia Hood thing, and I want to be able to capture, you know what I'm saying? Like you know where we are and how we got here. So see here, trying to find a video where they got released, you know, because that I saw that they are out now.
Yeah.
Charges been dropped. You know what I'm saying? Here it is right here. Let me pull this up. Hey, fair use. I want to be able to capture that. Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom.
It's the Lord.
So we see them being reunited after the murder charges have been dropped. And most people are already aware of what took place in this situation, right? And we know that Miss Hood was attacked. I think it was, you know, like too violent for us to show. I just want to talk about like the other side of it. But she's hugging her son who's 14 years old. And he had to fire a weapon to protect his mother, who was being attacked by I don't even remember the guy's name, man. Like but he was extremely this is the guy. Yeah. This is the guy right here that caused us, you know, say caused the issue or whatever. And you see one of the social media posts from someone says, right or wrong, I'm riding you didn't deserve this baby. He was loved. He got kids, got a mother that loves him, and family and friends that love him. He was a person. They both probably was in the wrong. They didn't give you the right to take his life.
They should take that down.
They should take that down. Like there's just no room to make excuses for people that put themselves in these type of situations. We're gonna watch this.
Other news today, murder charges have been dropped against a Chicago mom and her son. She had been accused of ordering her son to kill a man after a dispute at a fast food place. But after more details of the incident came out, including video, prosecutors said they wouldn't be able to meet the burden of proof to get a conviction.
This mom is at the center of an uproar after cops say she ordered her own son to shoot this man who was beating her up.
Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested.
Carlisha Hood is speaking out about her and her 14-year-old son's arrests on first-degree murder charges. It started at this fast food stand in Chicago. Surveillance tape shows her arriving with her son. After ordering a cheeseburger, an argument ensued inside between Hood and another customer identified as 32-year-old Jeremy Brown.
If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Out of nowhere, Brown viciously punches Hood at least 3 times. The full video is too violent to show. Her son walked into the restaurant, pulled out a gun, and opened fire, reportedly at his mother's behest. Brown was shot dead in the back. They turned themselves into police and both were charged with first-degree murder. In a stunning turn of events, prosecutors dropped all charges after obtaining the videotape of the beating. Based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof in the prosecution of these cases.
My life changed. My son's life changed. I've experienced pain.
Social media is lighting up over the case, with many people expressing concern that the 14-year-old was dragged into the drama. I hate that her son had to witness that. I hate he had to make that decision, went one comment. Hood's lawyer is threatening to sue the city for false arrest.
If your mother or sister or daughter were attacked in a restaurant when she's trying to order a cheeseburger, would you expect that she would be arrested?
I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby.
And you need to move.
And you need to move. That's too much to process, man.
We lost.
Like, there's so many it's the arguments after it that just don't pass the common sense test.
Ain't nothing to argue about.
Ain't nothing to argue about. You're not punching on my mama without no smoke.
And that see, we had arguments because people post like that Facebook post. They need to take that down.
Yeah. Like
that makes no sense. But this right here is a double. They got us. Right.
Man, can you imagine how crazy this would have been if the 14-year-old was a cop?
Or if the dude was white? What if that's a white dude?
What if? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because before this incident, the possibility of what if was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just throw anything out there.
Anything in there, right. But see,
so
it's all bad because the mama was going to get a cheeseburger, right? She looked like she just left out the house, right?
Right.
So she on her way out the door, she grabbed her keys. She finna run up the street and get a cheeseburger. She calls his name and says, "Hey, come right up here to the place with me to get a cheeseburger," right? Because that look like it's maybe 9, 10 o'clock at night, maybe. It's a reason she asked him to go.
Facts.
And that was the reason.
Yep.
That's why I told you to come get in the car with me.
Yep. All of that. It's time to move. If you're living in places like that where you can't go get a cheeseburger.
But you don't think about it until this.
But you don't think about it like that.
Now you think, you just think that's normal. Well, come, you and your gun come. You want to get a cheeseburger, man?
Yeah. Why's your 14-year-old got to have a pistol on him?
Because he the man of the house.
And I get that too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the man of the house.
This is the thing, man. Like, situations like this, it get everybody in your business for the wrong reason.
Yeah. So now what we want to know. Where his daddy at?
Where's daddy at?
Yep. 14. Where's your daddy?
Yep.
Yep,
14.
now yeah.
And
I guarantee you somebody looking them up, or they done found them already.
Hey man, I sent you that picture. That boy had them black Air Force Ones on. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he aware of where he at.
He probably had them on in.
Yeah.
He probably had them on in. And every time I see that video, like the little video just said then, just out of nowhere, he started punching her. It wasn't out of nowhere.
No.
He said, if you say something else, I'm gonna hit you.
Yo, it's like the greatest example of two unruly egos that can't just step down. Because like an argument can be made that she should have backed off. You know what I'm saying?
All bets is off when she started punching her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After
It's
that
over with now.
It's over with. Yeah.
Right.
Like you can't just
talking about what could have happened. They never discussed how we only see the part right before he punches, so we don't know who started the argument.
But we know
who ended it.
But
we don't know who said. Dang, we gotta stop laughing at dead people, man.
It's not the people, man. We laughing at the act. You know what I'm saying? The situation brings the conversation. Like, how are we supposed to talk about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was on The Simpsons and it was animated, we'd be laughing at it.
We'd be dying laughing. We'd be dying laughing.
But people, like the one person made the post said like he had a family. He wasn't thinking about his family.
You can't bring me that.
You can't have it both ways.
After I just saw you pray to your grandma, like you prayed to your grandma and said, "I'm about to strike vengeance upon thee." You just didn't know that little dude was standing out there in that hoodie. See, it's all about information, right?
Yeah.
If you knew he was outside,
you make a different decision.
You'd have talked to that lady differently.
You would have made a completely different decision. You know what I'm saying?
That's why when I leave outside the house, I act like everybody got a hoodie.
Hey, you can't overlook it, man.
I don't want no problem. I just assume you got it. I'm not even wondering. If you didn't have it, I'd be surprised.
Man, look,
I just assume you got it at this point.
Bro, like it don't pass any
now that place, that restaurant is over. Whatever little joint that was, because they about to get sued twice.
Out of there.
Because the lady and her son gonna sue. And then his family's gonna sue that place too.
Mm-hmm.
They might have served their last burger out of there.
They gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Look, man,
I want to know what the hell they was arguing about. It don't matter at this
It don't
point.
matter.
My curiosity would just love to know.
Man, look, I'm
like, how do you go from? It don't look like it took long for it to spark up either. It's like she got out of the car and went right into that argument,
bro.
Like, have they seen each other before? Like, did they
I get that much smoke for somebody that you don't. Man, look, it's so many questions. And
he used to mess with her sister. Like, what happened,
bro? Like, you know, it's just weird that you can get all the way down in these trenches. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just phenomenal how far left something can go like that. You know. Let's see here, man. Look, I'm gonna pull up something with Okay, so we're gonna talk about Zion, man. Because on that situation, I'm glad that they got some sort of justice, or they got a reprieve from having to prove their innocence. You know, because like they never should have been arrested either.
No,
I feel like
because that lady made a good point. To get beat like that, then get arrested. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because like there's plenty of people that they don't just, you know what I'm saying, like let let's shoot somebody, and they say, hey, just give us your number. We'll be in contact.
We'll be in contact. Don't leave town.
They shouldn't even arrested them folks, man.
No, because they should have been able to come to the conclusion they came to without them being arrested.
Yeah. Like, Hey, man. So the main topic of tonight's show, the centerpiece I wanted to talk about was, of course, we always talk about sexual discipline, right? And for those people that don't know, Zion Williamson is getting the expensive version of of the streets, and not just the streets, the women in the streets, and in this case, the women in the industry. Mariah Mills. I'm gonna just play this video so everybody can kind of see what's going on. They don't already know.
Yeah, for this. I don't wish jail on nobody, but at this point, Mariah Mills is out of control. I don't care how much money Zion Williams was paying you. If your box top is that good, if your woo-ha is hitting like that, if your hallway is that tight and wet, then you have absolutely no problem. You said it you said it yourself in a couple of tweets, like a million tweets ago, that men are stupid and they think with one thing, and you'll be able to get a rich man with more money than Zion Williams. But you really hung up on this man now. Fellas, let this be an example. Ain't nothing worse than a woman scorn. And I know that sounds like a little cliche, but this is prime example. This is a woman who has 1 million followers on Twitter. This is a woman who is a self-proclaimed model. This is a person who feels that she can have any man she wants, but yet she is here harassing, bothering, and dragging Zion Williamson to hell. I've never seen nothing like this. Like, we've been added to a group chat that we don't want to be in. And the reason if you go on Twitter, her tweet's gonna pop up. The stuff she's saying, your NBA career light will be dim once these sex tapes be released, Zion Williamson. It's over for you.
Bruh.
How, Sway?
You a porn star.
How, Sway?
How is your career gonna end with you?
Sex tapes ain't got nothing to do with that boy vertical.
At all.
His handle, his rebounding ability, that crossover gonna be just fine.
Yeah, like
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Hey man, somebody has to explain to me why she just couldn't shut the fuck up.
Bruh, like she not helping herself by talking.
You're not helping nobody. I was like, hey, could you tell me, were you having a better time before you said that first tweet or since you've been unloading that clip of tweets?
Yeah.
You was having fun before, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You showed us the transactions of how much the boy was sending you. Like, all the stuff that you would use to blackmail them with, you just showing us anyway. So I don't understand, well, where are you going with this?
Bruh, like,
has she said she pregnant yet?
I don't know, man.
That's coming if she hadn't said it already.
Bruh, she talking about
that's next.
Bruh, she talking about I own you.
See what I'm saying?
You won't be able to sleep.
You don't own you.
You don't.
So how you own him and you out of somebody out of control saying that they own somebody else is crazy.
Crazy.
You out of control.
Sexually,
but you own somebody else. That can't be. Those things can't be true together.
So
you've been on a tweet-a-thon.
Oh man, that says she pregnant.
See? That's what it is. That's the next step. That's the next step.
Boy, let me finish watching this video, man, because I this first time I like.
Me being who I am proud of all 6.5, 7 on a great day, 8 inches I got. So if somebody dropped the sex tape of Josh Prey, then it is what it is. Y'all gonna see what this jaw do, because this jaw go to it, locks up. That's what I do. But Zion, don't be ashamed, dog. It happens to everybody. We all get caught up. What you need to not do is text this woman no more, though. What you need to not do is not text her. Don't bother her. Let it go. It ain't no butt in the world good enough for you to risk $200 million, homie. But she needs to go to jail. Somebody needs to stop. Where's Carmen Sandiego? Somebody got to find Mariah and tell her to put the phone down. I need that cat emoji with the hand saying that's enough tweeting for the day. Somebody needs to stop her because she's out of control at this point.
Call, make the right call. Michael, he says, look at him. Look at him.
Why do people think there's money in danger here? What 200 million? Like, how did his money become in danger?
Yeah, like, well, we know the obvious is that his finances could be easily compromised with, and what I mean by that is everybody start counting his pockets. Like right now, we talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, but he ain't gonna lose no money. It ain't got nothing to do with his performance on the court.
They don't care about. Okay, right. A girl is saying that he was sleeping with her. She didn't know that he was having a baby with another woman, and she had sex tapes. Right. All of them companies that he got contracts with, all of them CEOs got the same problems. Hey man, he ain't telling nobody nothing new.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they can push a button and make it go away. I really guarantee you, they done call him in the office and say, "Hey man, you got some stuff you want to tell us about?" Y'all don't think these people know? You don't give nobody that kind of money and don't know who he's DMing. They know about this lady. They probably asked him, "Hey, you good on that situation you got over there?" He said it was cool, but it wasn't. It's always cool till it ain't.
Yeah. They did it with Deshaun Watson. Man, look.
They didn't start talking about that he said he wanted to get out of town. It was like they brought him in the office one day. It was like, "Hey, buddy, you sure you want to leave?
You sure that that's what you want to do?
Because we got this file cabinet right here. You might want to, you know what I mean?" Then he said, "Yeah, I'm out of here." They dropped the book. And he still went up 230.
Yo, like
230.
It didn't play for C-Scat.
It didn't play.
It didn't stop anything.
Guaranteed 230. The Browns are horrible, man. God, 230. Come on, baby.
Hey, they had to put success on layaway with that.
Hey, man.
It's crazy.
His agent is whoever that is, man.
He him. Whoever his agent is him. So
he did that. But Zion, man, you know, he 22 with $200 million.
It's grown men that's 52 and a check that still get in the same situation.
They get $1,500 at the end of the week and go do something silly. 22. Well, he didn't have any kids before now. $200 million, right? He ain't doing no coke or nothing like that. Slow down, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody got a vice. Right now, the women is his vice. Like you gotta look at it like you know when you growing up, like you know we used to have like the Hot Wheels, the little, you know what I'm saying, the little cars like the little Lamborghinis, whatever.
Little micro.
Then when you was 6, 7 years old, you used to kick it with your homie like, "Man, I'm gonna get me a Lambo, nigga. I'm gonna have me a Lambo, blah blah blah." Mm-hmm. These dudes grew up the same way and said they grew up with Instagram models as Hot Wheels, right? So when they was like in their little basketball camps, you know what I'm saying? You know when you get in them camps, like, yeah, we the dudes that's going to the league, right? So them dudes is circling them Instagram models on their counter, like, yeah, I'm gonna get this Lambo right here when I sign my deal. I'm going to pick them up. She was probably on one of them lists. She was on that list. Check it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Lambo was a little faster than I expected, but hey, it's my first one. It's my first one. You got to give him time to grow into, okay, Zion. You don't need to go to Walmart aisle 7 to pick them. You know what I'm saying? You need to be shopping from a different pool. You got to get out. And see, that's what the girl really mad at, because you knew he was in the wrong pool. You knew
you tried to win.
You knew you was fucking up.
Literally.
You knew the ad was thin up here. You knew you ain't had that long to be up here either. So when the other girl came out, she already had the baby. You feel like you missed your train.
Yeah.
But nobody said he just went to the home station. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I ain't still making round trips. Like you want to get out here and start tweeting, and then like I can't speak to you when you do that, right?
We ain't got nothing to talk about.
I got a pregnant lady over here, and you tweeting. Oh, you just gonna ignore me? Yeah, as long as you tweeting.
Yeah.
As long as you is tweeting, I don't know you. And for what? Like everything you could have used as leverage to try to make a play, you just giving us on Twitter.
Yeah, you got nothing now. So
now you got to
you just making a scene and then justifying every reason why he left you alone. You know
you think they're gonna play the sex tape at halftime of the All-Star game? Like, ain't nobody gonna care about that.
Nobody. Like you make your living off of sex tapes.
You might as well throw it on your OnlyFans to get it and well, see, then he can sue you.
Yeah, and that's the part where she probably
so go on and drop it. See, that's be the thing. You go and don't let me have sent it to you from my phone, and now you want to drop it. Please go ahead and drop it. Hey, I'm on the phone. Hey, y'all keep y'all internet ears open. As soon as she drop that, go on and send it. Matter of fact, go get the paperwork typed up.
Yeah, and count my strokes.
So when she do drop it,
yeah, make sure you write my stroke count down too.
Yeah, go ahead and hit send on that.
Yeah, please do.
You can't do that.
You didn't do that.
You gonna get the lawsuit if you drop that sex tape. You can't do that.
Let me see what Joe Budden had to say about it too. Hold up.
Saw that.
Well, yes.
A bunch of them.
Yes.
I saw that.
5 figures. There's one where she was like, why does everyone keep calling me a porn star? I make music. I'm telling you what she said. Zion. Zion. Yes, you good?
You good? No, he said that's the music
That's the music she made.
Oh, God. She said, I'm really upset. He said, so why you posting all this stuff on social media? Delete that stuff. She said, because you kissed her. That's your girlfriend. You lied to me. Delete everything and we'll talk. But come on, for real? She said, you ruined my life. You lie to me all the time. You have a baby. Go be a father. You're not my king no more. She's so fake. She ran to social media to boast that you're a baby father clout chasing whore. Delete that stuff. Delete that stuff and I got you.
Zion, you gotta stop. Yo, I'm about to turn off. I heard him on the phone. Yo,
hold on, keep going. Why should I trust you? All you do is lie. I literally was good to you. You let a whore, H-O-R, trap you. You're gonna be a dad. So happy for you. Stop. That's for my to worry about. I'm sorry it happened, but why would you add to that fire? For real. If you do that, I got you. You're not gonna do that. We better than this, for real. And she said, I thought I was yours. And then just posting that she's sending pictures and shit too.
You know why Zion is a creep? Let me tell you a few reasons why Zion is a creep. To still exhibit this behavior on Snapchat in 2023 is craziness to me, yo. Dog. He on Snapchat like, I'm good. These delete in 24 hours.
You gotta talk advantage.
What is wrong with him?
And
yo?
that's a text message. That's not even Snapchat.
No, that's text messages.
Yeah, he texted her.
That's straight.
Why would you text
I'm talking about the other one.
her?
It's on
No,
Snap.
nigga, let's talk about why would he text her after all this. Nigga, you can't control her, nigga.
Zion, why are you trying to move all your work to New Orleans?
Zion, you're making the
he's
biggest
a
mistake of your life. Stop texting. Yeah. Let it happen.
Same thing we just said.
We ain't talking if you still tweeting, dog.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
I can't talk to you.
No.
And
you're dangerous.
You know what it really is? You let that whore trap you. You mad she beat you to the punch.
She mad you beat you. What you think you?
She got you. She got you. You really should just tip your hat. Like,
take the L.
She got
you got to know how to take an L. We talk about this all the time. You lost.
She got you right out the paint. She was there a few months, about 6 months before you.
Bruh.
No. And he's still on the phone? No, man.
Now, again, stuff like this.
But he 22, man.
It put everybody in your business, though.
He 22.
It does. I mean,
it's funny as hell, but he's 22.
Yo, bro, like, people just don't know how to be players no more, man. They don't know how to keep things cool. They got to do something that just gets a crazy amount of attention.
Where was he gonna learn it from, though?
Man, he can only learn it relative to where he at. He got to wait till he was 22, and
because it don't look like it was no black dudes around.
No. He again, a lot of this stuff called into question because I know, like, you know, like my pops and your pops, they would have been on us.
We'd have been getting off one of them planes and they'd have just been standing there like,
yeah.
Get your ass in the car.
Yeah, get in the back seat.
Get your ass in the car, man.
Are you crazy?
What do you see? That it ain't enough of that. It ain't enough for just your pops just showing up someplace just to do this to you. Like sometimes he don't even gotta say nothing. Sometimes he can just look at you and be like,
yeah, and not you did it to yourself.
You just put your head down, like,
bro.
Because you can't blame nobody but you. Because he's 22, man. He's foul, but he's 22. He's foul. No, he's foul. He's foul,
bro.
Because I mean, we done all sold a dream before, right? We've also sold somebody that we done did it before, right?
Yep.
You only learn not to do that after something like this happened, right? Like nothing like this, because we weren't twittering. No. But when it get a little sticky for you, be like, probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So this just his moment of, you know what I mean? This is what it looked like when you a millionaire at 22 years old. You gonna get caught.
You gonna get caught.
At least it's not a guy. At least it's not a dude. At least it's not a dude, man. Oh man,
this would be so bad.
Oh, imagine a dude tweeting like that.
I don't even want to.
Imagine a dude. Oh, you know what's funny? I want you to see if you can find this.
What's up?
Now you saw the picture of the guy we was talking about that got killed in the wing spot.
Yeah.
Now that same picture, a dude reposted it and was talking about how him and the dude was kicking it. And I thought that was the worst time to announce that. But a dude took that like, you know how you share somebody's post, and he got to typing about how the dude was all in the group chat and whatnot in the don't nobody supposed to know group chat. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do no research on that one.
Yeah. Hold up, man. Hey, you can't be playing around with the ops.
No, I don't know. That might have been AI. I don't know.
Hey, you see that at the bottom of the screen?
See?
Sexually undisciplined dating decisions ending negatively. Sudden. Anytime you do something sudden, how many good things happen after you make a sudden decision? Look, the submersible, that was a sudden decision.
That was a sudden decision. That was a sudden decision. Yeah, that was sudden. Punching that lady in the face was sudden decision.
It was a sudden decision.
Yep.
And then now we're here with Zion. Like life fits into just, you know what I'm saying, a couple different boxes when you really break it down. Problems, solutions, and opportunities, right?
Them tweets was sudden too.
Sudden in a bit.
Them tweets was sudden.
And then she was suddenly pregnant.
So that's it. Like that's
and let's just say she don't even keep the baby. The fact that it's even been put out there,
it don't even matter.
It don't even matter.
It don't even matter.
You know, when I used to tell you, when you grew up hearing about like a man is nothing without his word,
right?
Because if you get your character caught in the wrong situation, you can't get out.
Nah, he gotta let him know, man, what it is, and that's just him being. He got to learn the lesson. Like he already think he doing something that he ain't supposed to be doing. In which, if you don't have to lock yourself down the way. You 22 years old, you busy, and I think him not playing really contributed to him. He ain't had nothing to do, man. He's sitting around eating beignets all day.
Bruh, like there's like with these athletes, these elite athletes, a lot of them just been coddled, you know what I'm saying, to get to the league, right? And then it takes me back to thinking about the situation that happened with the Alabama basketball team with old boy
with the gun.
Yeah, with the gun and everything.
Yep.
He should have been with the team, but he out with the wrong people.
Yeah. Yep. And then the young man that transported the gun, he just got drafted. So the young lady that got killed, her family got to watch that on TV.
Bro, like all of this stuff fits into like very, very simple things that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you heard the Dungy's rules, like from Tony Dungy?
Yeah, the 5, like Warren Sapp was talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm about to bring it up right now.
Yeah, those is it.
Because it fits, and you don't have to make that many different decisions. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't but two. About two.
Yep. So let's watch this real quick.
I think Tony Dungy told us, and I remember this like yesterday,
Let's
that
get it.
keep you off the cover of the USA Today. Out past 12 midnight, plus 15 on speed limit, going 15. Drugs or guns, alcohol, or women you know too well or not well enough. Look at your boy here. 156 miles an hour at 2 in the morning with a gun, a chick, and drink. He hit the 5. When Allen Iverson got pulled over that time, 93 miles an hour at 2 in the morning with a gun. Only thing he didn't have was the drug, alcohol, and some of that. It's the 5. Tony Dungy laid that thing out for his dog, and I'm telling you, that thing will keep hitting you over and over and over again, man.
Don't say a fucking thing.
He did the whole 5.
What else you need?
He did the whole 5.
What else? What else can there be? Like
out past midnight, plus 15 on the speed limit, guns, drugs,
alcohol,
women you know too well or not well enough.
Boy. Hey, you can't spin the block on them.
If you check them 5 off, I don't see you getting, unless somebody just bring the trouble to you.
Yeah, it's some things you just, but you started just rethinking before you even finish it now, because like people find unbelievable ways to get the wrong attention. Just completely like, nah, bro. Like, if something like I'm saying this right now, if something happened like that between me or you know what I'm saying, it happens to me or anyone, somebody set me up.
Yeah, that didn't go right. I ain't go outside looking for that.
Nope.
I ain't go outside looking for that.
But that's being 40, you know what I'm saying? That's being in your 40s though. That's different. You know.
And you know what I'm saying, man? Like I guess we at that stage where it's cool for us to be at home.
Yeah, I'm super cool with being at the house.
Like when you when you that age, 22, that you get into it, man, you outside. You over here, you at the spots, you at the places where people at, where the most people at most of the time, especially if you up.
Yep.
But and all of that require you to be out after 12 with some women you don't know. You probably on some drugs and alcohol. Somebody got to have the strap. We walking around with $200 million right here, right?
Yep. You got some protection.
So every time you go out, you on 5.
It's an event.
You on 5. So one left turn, you on the cover of the USA Today.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy, man. I think it's just way easier to get in trouble when you got money.
Man, because like you ain't gotta have no money to get in no trouble. Like it's been plenty of times where all of us got an experience where wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Stayed 2 minutes too long, said something, spoke 2 sentences too long, 2 words too long. And very rarely do things happen to you when you take your time about going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like if you say, I'm gonna leave the house in 30 minutes and then 45 minutes from now your shoes still off, it's over with.
Dog. That happens so many times, man. Like you don't know how many times I've told the people I'm on my way, or I'm about to put something on right quick.
Yeah.
And you just never make it past the couch. Because a lot of times you don't even be thinking that's gonna happen. You just feel like,
what am I gonna get out of this?
I'll catch them the next time.
Yeah, I need to catch
and
you.
And then sometimes, like I tell a story sometime about a cousin of mine that will remain nameless. But but we were supposed to go out somewhere one night a long time ago. Right? But something happened where we didn't go. And that club ended up getting it was like a mass shooting in that month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we woke up the next morning laughing because at why we ended up not going, but then ended up in the conversation was like, hey man, did you hear blah, 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 blah? And then just be like silent on the phone, like, we were supposed to be in there last night.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like,
right. We were supposed to be in there, like, it's some
man, like, or when you've been in a spot somewhere
and then you leave,
and then you get home, or don't even get home. I was just
in there. I was just over there.
I was right there.
Yeah, and then it's just, and I like what I guess we don't know what in us make us say, hey, you know, when you just chilling, you be like, all right, man, you just start dapping niggas up like I'm out. Like, we don't know what that is. But a lot of time that save you from them daps 10 minutes later could have been chest compressions or something crazy that happened.
Yeah. You know, one day you here and the next you gone. Now they playing some UGK at the wrong time.
Nah, man, I just try to pick my spot. Like, where we going, where we located, what type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, get me in the room with some 40-plus-year-old people. They less likely to see in them type of rooms. Somebody might get stabbed, and that don't affect me.
Yeah, like put me in a space where people need a nap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or a shank. Like, I'm cool with that because I don't plan on getting shanked in the party.
No.
So if somebody start getting stabbed, that most likely won't have nothing to do with me.
That's personal.
Like, people don't catch straight blades, so
yeah, that's personal.
Yeah, that's between you and them.
Whatever you had going on, that's very specific. That's very
that has nothing to do with me. I don't have to run from what's happening.
Because people can't really shoot. That's
the problem. It's always the person that's running away trying to, like, every video I see of somebody that just starts spraying. It's always the dude trying to run to his car. Right when he get to unlock it, you just see him drop.
Yeah.
Or somebody running across the parking lot. Somebody coming out with stove, like you coming out with your chips and the whole shootout that started.
Yeah, you just came around here for get some gas and you know what I'm saying, and something to drink.
Grab me a snack or a little ginger ale or something at the gas station and here y'all come.
Doing
like you walk into them situations. Like, I done seen situations where people get, like, you know, when we was in middle school, man, somebody get to fighting in the breezeway or something like that'll start like a stampede.
Yeah.
I done seen people get trampled Because two people that got the I don't know why everybody always started running when the fight broke out. I done seen many people get their head stuck between a tennis shoe and concrete. That ain't never fun.
It can't end well.
It never does, man. Them tight quarters. I done seen people almost go over the railing. Like it's just been different situations where you just see a crowd of people and it's not going the way you expect it.
Bro, and it's just not going in your favor. Like the outcome is usually gonna be some paperwork. There's gonna be some t-shirts and some RIPs. You know what I'm saying? Or some get well soons. Because the energy is different now. Like I gotta do day parties. I gotta go to matinees. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go to social events where the night effect doesn't put the same, like there's a different effect on it when
I'm back in the crib. If I'm wrapping that thing up, I'm back in the crib by 9:30 and I done had a good time.
I won.
Cool.
I won. That's it.
Let me out of here in enough time. I don't want to get off later than the wing spot. If I could go
grab me something to eat on the way home, it's a win.
I don't got to be out there till 1, 2 in the morning. I'm gonna be asleep by then. I'm just gonna go ahead and, cause I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna eat them wings. If I get home at 9:30 with some wings, 11 o'clock probably gonna be long as you can holler at me.
Shoot, I'm waiting on Gina now. She went to go get some wings. You know what I'm saying? Look, the garage just went up.
He keep waiting on the garage door to come up because that means the wings is back. Oh shit!
Yeah, the wings is back. You know what I'm saying?
Hungry, man. Like, nah, man, I want to eat wings at 9:30, 10 o'clock, man. I don't got time to be out. My knees can't be out past 9, 10 o'clock.
Man, no.
They don't. I look, my knees is like the cell phone business back in the day. Like, no, you got at a certain time they cut off.
You gotta have some rollover. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got but like maybe 2 or 3 times to get in and out the car for an emergency. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Before them knees say, "Nah, man, we can't go. We'll see."
We got to recline at some point, man. We got to recline knees.
Mm-hmm. Bad knee game. Yeah, hey, bang. That's what we're gonna call it.
Bad knee game all day. I'm in there.
Look, I got a pair. Got a pair right now.
These joints is trash.
Why is somebody calling me now? Man, look. It's like I can't be off work.
Nope.
No. They gotta chill.
They hit the double call.
Brother. My life is bro. Like my life would just be active, man. And I know it's time for me to get on or off, but man, my wings just got here, so we're gonna get ready to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because this was an interesting. Hey, my wings is here. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, you know, and it's 9:30. Hey, this is a good conversation. And you know, this is the last split screen episode. Next week, in the studio, in person, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a different conversation. Been a long time coming. So hey man, to everybody that's in the chat, hey, we appreciate the engagement. Shout out to Didi Red, you know, always you know what I'm saying, supporting. JD, hey, we appreciate the engagement too. You know, if any of you guys got some requests, drop it in the comments and some feedback, repost it. Welcome to Code Talk. See you guys next week, 8:30. You know what I'm saying? And we out.